Stream Elements said Ye Olde Nerdcast is now live. Streaming just chatting, reflecting on 2025, preparing myself for 2026.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on this December 31st, 2025, the last day of a truly insane year. How's everybody doing out there? Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to the stream, Vince. I see you're on a 3-stream streak. 3-stream streak. What the hell, man? I thought you were a real one. 3 streams? Hope you're having a good night.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said great things.
Wait, what? What's up, CJH? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? GREEE. This thing doesn't even register fully. I don't know what. Greetings. Okay.
At the CJH Entertainment
I
Plus
see.
said, hey.
It went off my stream there, but greetings to you as well. Hope you're having a good night.
Entertainment Plus said, greetings, LOL.
I don't have any fancy libations around here. No sparkling wines and wine stems, or champagne flutes rather. But I've got my trusty wooden mug of water. So cheers to you out there. Happy New Year's Eve. I've talked about at length about how rough this year was for me personally, so I'm not going to go over that again. But a lot has happened.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said, one more hour for me and no else is streaming down.
One more hour for what? I'm happy to be the streamer of last resort.
Entertainment Plus said, this has felt like 2020.
You're like, oh, there's nobody else around. I may as well go into this damn thing. Felt like 2020. Oh, geez, not to me.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said, LOL damn.
I look back on 2020 with fondness now. And I knew at the time that would be the case. I was like, you know, this shit sucks, but I bet you in a couple years we're going to be looking back on it fondly.
CJH Entertainment Plus said, sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. I'm just joking. I'm just memeing here. Oh, man, 2020. That was a great year in retrospect. Had a lot of time. Had a lot of time off. Had a lot of time to think. A lot of time to reflect. A lot of time spent in nature, honestly. Which is probably a part of the issue. Maybe if I was going to do New Year's resolutions, maybe I would add that as one. A resolution to get out in nature more. I went on a lot of hikes in 2020. Went to a lot of state parks. And there is something to getting out and surrounding yourself with nature. I don't think
CJH Entertainment Plus said 2026 doesn't feel real.
I don't think I did one single thing out in nature in 2025.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said, I have a bad cold/chest virus thing.
Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better soon. 2026 doesn't feel real. I mean, it'll be real in a couple hours, I guess. What can you do about that? Can't deny it. Can't turn that clock back. It's here. At some point after 2020, someone hit the accelerator button on time, and it's just been flying by like nothing. It's been 6 years since the COVID year. Does it feel like that? Does it feel like it's been 6 years since the COVID year?
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said, cinema and TV was great in 2025.
Was it? I mean, I watched a lot of stuff. I guess I'd really have to go back and think, but I don't ever recall thinking, man, this is a great year for cinema and TV. I don't even know what my big movies were.
At the CJH
I guess
Entertainment Plus said, it feels like yesterday was 2019.
I guess Sinners. That was a big one for me. Weapons, that was a big one. It was a big year for horror. It was a big year for the horror genre for sure. Between Weapons and Sinners, those were two good ones. Shit, am I gonna crack open the Letterboxd? Let's see. Movies I've seen. Let me see if I can no, I don't want to do that. No. Here we go. Wait, what? Oh, you know what? This is I forget. Letterboxd is so weird. I created a list, but Is it watch list? No, it's not watch list. Where are my movies? Okay, here are the movies I've watched. Okay, this is what I wanted. It's probably not super up to date. I know it's not super up to date. There have been some things I've watched, but I don't know if they were specifically 2025.
At the CBS Entertainment Plus said Predator Badlands, Fantastic Four Superman Welcome to Derry. Naked Gun.
I haven't watched Naked Gun. Let's see what's on my watch list for movies that came out in 2025. We have, is this gonna open in, I don't know, I want to do that. We have The Long Walk. I gave it 2 stars. I wasn't a big fan of this movie. I watched it with a friend of mine who was a diehard Stephen King fan, and she wasn't a fan of it either, so it wasn't just me. The final Conjuring movie, Last Rites.
Height of 7G said the movies I watched this year was Superman and Gundam Quacks.
I guess I liked Conjuring Last Rites enough. I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't like great, but it wasn't really bad. Weapons, I already mentioned, that was a great movie. War of the Worlds, I gave this one 5 stars. This was a spite rating. But obviously that movie popped off as a meme. Fantastic Four, First Steps, I didn't care for this movie, honestly. I gave it 2.5 stars. I wasn't a big fan. I mean, it functioned as a movie, I guess. It's kind of like the movie equivalent of like a can of beef stew, where it's like, okay, this isn't like something I would go to a restaurant to eat, but I'm hungry, it's in my pantry, it's low effort, I could just put it in the microwave and eat it, and it's got enough flavor where I'll feel okay eating it, and then I won't be hungry anymore. That's basically what this movie was to me. I just wasn't a big fan of it. Superman, on the other hand, I thought was fucking awesome. I loved this movie a lot. This was a great, great movie, and I've watched it multiple times since the theater release. So I've got nothing but positives to say. It's so weird. Like I think I've officially begun the transition away from being like a Marvel stan, and like now all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Maybe these DC movies are actually something worth looking forward to. Like, I can't remember the last time I was interested in a Marvel movie, but I'm interested in these upcoming DC ones now after this one. So that's something new. For someone that spent the majority of my life disliking DC, this is an interesting revelation. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I like the Batman and Superman cartoons from the 90s and stuff, and whenever they release an animated movie, they tend to be pretty good.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said Doomsday will be the end if Secret Wars isn't.
Doomsday? I mean, according to those leaks, it sounds like they're going to be going hard with the X-Men stuff. I think they realized that they completely drained the interest that people had. They created a bunch of interest in the Avengers through the Infinity Saga, but then they completely mismanaged afterwards and totally drained people's interest in the Avengers after the Infinity Saga. But people still like the X-Men. That hasn't been completely worn into the ground. So I feel like they're going to be leaning hard on that, like the leaked Cyclops clip and all of that. And it looks cool. So we'll see what they have in store for it. Maybe the X-Men can save Marvel like it had to back in the 80s, back when everybody lost interest in the Avengers in like in the 70s or early 80s, and X-Men was called upon to save Marvel Comics, and it did save Marvel Comics. Maybe the X-Men will have to do that again.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said Smen has potential if done right.
Smen.
Fox missed out on those stories because it was mostly the Wolverine movies.
How did you pronounce that? Ye
Olde Nerdcast said Smen.
Smen? That's a Terrible pronunciation.
At Ye Old Nerdcast said Smen.
Oh, no. X-Men.
Ye Old Nerdcast said X-Men.
There you go.
At Ye Old Nerdcast said X-Men.
Not Smen. 28 years later. This was I didn't like this one. This was a much delayed sequel to 28 Days Later. I didn't like this one at all. It was just too weirdly shot. Same with Jurassic World Rebirth. I did not like this movie at all either. Gave it 2 stars. Not much to say about it beyond that. F1 was okay. It was an okay movie. It was like, well, how do we do Ford versus Ferrari without doing Ford versus Ferrari? And honestly, this is the closest you're going to get to that answer. It was enjoyable, though, if you like racing movies. Mountainhead. This one was an HBO Max movie. It was okay. I mean, it's a little on the nose as far as, like, its critique on the tech industry and tech giants, but I enjoyed watching it. Bring Her Back. This was the second movie, I guess, by this duo. I think they were YouTubers who did Talk to Me.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said, what did you rate the Planet of the Apes remake trilogy? That's how I judge everyone's movie tastes on. 'Cause those were masterpieces.
I never watched those movies, so I can't give you an answer on that one. I never watched those movies. This wasn't a good one. This was a good one though. I didn't really care for Talk to Me.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said LOL.
But I like this one, so kudos. Again, big year for horror.
CJH Entertainment Plus said darn.
2025 was a big year for horror. Oh yeah, there was a new Final Destination. Oh, Tony Todd. R.I.P. We lost him this year, didn't we? He was a casualty of 2025, right? No, I guess he died last year. He was right at the tail end of last year, November 6, 2024. Okay. All right, 2025 doesn't claim that one then. But this movie was eh. There were better. It was made watchable by Tony Todd's last appearance. And his scene in the movie, it's very obvious that he knows this is his like last movie. Like he delivers kind of a monologue that is his farewell to his fans. So it was really touching for that in that respect.
Plus said, I just want them to announce Planet of the Apes 5. Even though I know it all has to get to the astronaut plot eventually. Maniacal Toaster said, hello, it is me, and God, Tony Todd is so cool. I think this should be the finale of Final Destination since Tony Todd's gone now. We got that toy monkey thing. That's a good spiritual successor if they want more of these.
Yo, what's up, Toaster? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight? Happy New Year. That one's a little later on my list, but let me continue with this fucking movie. This was like this is Netflix like ignore slop. They just created a movie that you put on in the background, and then it just kind of drones on pointlessly while you do other things. And I guess to that end, it served its purpose, but it's not anything worth paying attention to at all, in my opinion. Thunderbolts was good. I like Thunderbolts.
Entertainment Plus said Final Destination is an easy franchise to do. Just hire someone with anxiety to write the script.
That's very true.
Ryan
Very
Crane
true.
said I didn't realize how thin he'd gotten. Also hello, and Happy New Year Party Popper.
Hey, what's up, Riot Grains? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Happy New Year's to you as well. Yeah, Tony Todd got real thin towards the end, which is usually your telltale sign that old timer may be on the way out. But it was great to see. If you hadn't watched, you don't need to watch the whole movie. You can just search on YouTube for his scene in that movie. I recommend you do that if you hadn't. It is genuinely touching. This movie was all right. This is probably the only Marvel movie I liked in the past couple years, I think. It was enjoyable, sure. I probably should rewatch it. Sinners, loved Sinners. This was a great, again, big year for horror, 2025. 2025 is the year of horror movies. This was a good one. And I've watched it a couple times. The ending kind of sets up that, I don't know if they've announced it or not, but it does kind of set up like they're either going to do a sequel or it's going to be like a cinematic universe. And I'm not sure if I want either of those things, to be honest, but this movie was at least good.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said Thunderbolts was good, but as a comic fan I like the MCU version of Bob. The comic Bob feels too much like Homelander.
I can see the Homelander vibes. I can see the Homelander vibes for sure. Death of a Unicorn. This was a weirdo one that popped up on HBO Max, but I liked it. It was fun, funny, interesting. Paul Rudd, Will Poulter. It was a great Tia Leone. It was a great movie. I enjoyed it. This is one of those movies where it just kind of comes under the radar and then like you find yourself laughing and enjoying it without like, not every movie needs to be epic. Not every movie needs to like be impactful. Sometimes you can just watch a movie and enjoy it.
Did you watch Welcome to Derry?
I did watch Welcome to Derry.
Than the movies.
I did watch Welcome to Derry, and I liked Welcome to Derry. It was a pretty good show. Yeah, well, Pennywise was in it more in that show than he was in the movies, honestly. And I don't know if that makes him more scary or less, because sometimes not seeing the monster makes the monster scarier. But they definitely creepified him a lot in that show.
The dude Vince said, man, I opened stream but didn't load and forgot about it.
Yo, what's up, Vince? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Happy New Year's.
The dude Vince asked, you see Chivalry 2 is free on Epic?
I don't even know what that is. What is Chivalry 2? Mickey 17, for some reason, this movie was kind of divisive. People feel one way or another about it, and I guess I land on the side of liking it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was neat.
The dude Vince said it's like a multiplayer epic battle slasher game.
It was kind of like a classic, it felt like a classic 1970s sci-fi movie to me. Maybe that's why I liked it. Again, I think people maybe...
Ryak Rain said like that first movie the Cloverfield monster was in. You never really got to see it, but it was still super scary. At least that's how I remember it.
Yeah, that's a great reference for that.
CJH Entertainment Plus.
That was
like Spider-Man Brand New Day will feel like a middle movie. Like I feel like you'll want more after. And I'm not ready to wait another year for a continuation.
Like that Cloverfield movie was obviously a function of budget. Like, oh, we don't have the budget for showing a big, scary, impressive CGI monster, so it's just going to be shaky cam. You'll kind of catch a foot here and there. You'll hear it in the background. And it worked for such a low budget movie, but it also worked in the sense that you never saw the monster, so you didn't, your imagination, when you don't see the monster, your imagination becomes the monster. So it worked well in that. And I think, honestly, I think more horror movies kind of need to relearn that lesson.
CGH Entertainment Plus said I heard Stranger Things ending was lame.
Stranger Things is lame.
The dude said there will any 2 free games tomorrow.
Like, I'm sorry, I loved the first season of Stranger Things. I thought the second season didn't need to happen. I enjoyed it, but I was like, this is superfluous. And then every season after that, I was just like, this show is really squeezing blood from the stone.
Said Stranger Things could never recapture the first season.
And it should have never tried. They should have just... They originally, they wanted it to be an anthology show. So like the second season would be a different cast and different stories and all of that. And honestly, they should have gone that route. It would have kept it fresher and more interesting, but good luck convincing producers who only see the bottom line of Hey, let's junk what made us a lot of money and reinvent the wheel for season 2. Not necessarily big fans of that, the money men. The monkey. The monkey. I think I gave it 3 stars. I think I liked it a little bit more than 3 stars, honestly. I don't know if I like it to the 3.5 extent, but it was an enjoyable movie. It was entertaining. The monkey. I guess the average is 2.6. All right, I guess I'm somewhere around in line with the average. It was a fine movie. It's worth a watch if it's free on a streaming platform somewhere. I feel like movie theaters, I want the theater going experience to come back in a big way. And I do want movies like this to be in the theater.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said though Eddie was cool only for them to kill him off immediately.
I feel like
with Eddie and Chrissy.
I feel like
at the CJH Entertainment Plus said and Steve was hated in the first season, now people like him.
I feel like movie theaters should probably start implementing like a tier process, like tiers for their tickets. So like a movie like this can go to theaters, but instead of paying $15 for a ticket, you pay $6 for a ticket.
Ryak Rain said if going to the movies wasn't more than my light bill, I'd consider going back.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I got my parents for Christmas, I got them like a $50 Fandango gift card. And I was telling them, yeah, it works. You can buy movie tickets at any movie theater. And I didn't want to say it explicitly, but I was like, you could probably get several viewings from theaters that like do discounts for people of a certain age. Like if you could find those, then you could probably get a lot of value out of that $50. But at normal ticket prices, that's good for like, I guess, for him and my mom, they can go probably see 2 movies. But it would be great though if they had tiered ticket prices, like, oh, okay, this movie's gonna cost you $6. Oh, you're gonna watch Avatar or Avengers Doomsday. Okay, that'll cost you $15 or whatever. Or, oh, this is like a really low budget indie movie.
Said movie theaters need to make it more than the movies. Invest in arcades, food court, etc. Maybe nerd rooms with props from the films.
Well, they have all of that. Like I know Regal Cinema, I guess maybe some of the more smaller boutique theaters don't, but some of the Regal Cinemas around here, they have big arcades and stuff like that in there. Honestly, it's what has kept a lot of theaters, I guess, afloat is selling booze.
Rain said, I can't imagine my mom not trying to get a senior discount. She's tried asking the bank if there were senior rates for her saving account LUL.
Senior rates for a savings? That's actually it's a smart question and a good idea. But good luck getting fucking bankers to do anything to the benefit of just some regular person. Senior interest rates. I like that idea. I'll put that in my document. But yeah, I think a lot of movie theaters just rely on selling booze now. Booze and food, and they sell them at a premium for sure. They could charge a lot more for nachos or like gourmet nachos, I guess, or you get the basket of fries and the the chicken strips, or you get a big ass bacon cheeseburger that probably costs them maybe about $4 to make. They charge you $15. Pretty good overhead. Pretty good overhead on that burger. And then you gotta drink a cocktail or a beer with it too. There's markup on that. They get a lot more out of that than they probably do just like standard popcorn and a soda. Anyways, Monkey's a decent movie. I would have watched it in theater if the ticket was $6. The Gorge. This popped up on like what was this on? This is on Hulu or Amazon or something like that. I'm trying to remember it, which probably says more about the movie than anything else. I guess it's kind of forgettable. I gave it 3 stars. Honestly, it's probably more of a 2.5. I think most people, looks like most people gave it 3 stars, I guess. Oh, wait, this was this year too?
Maniacal Toaster said Miles Teller has a boring face.
Does he? I mean, they both look kind of bored, but yeah, I mean, he just looks like a regular dude, I guess. I was having this conversation with my friend when we were watching The Running Man. We were talking about Glenn Powell. And I was like, yeah, Glenn Powell's the new hotness right now. He's the premier leading man, and she couldn't understand why.
Maniacal Toaster said, God, they picked such boring-looking people.
She was like, he just looks
LOL.
so average. And I was like, yeah, he just looks like a normal guy, I guess. Maybe people find that hot, but I don't know. You wouldn't be able to pick him out of a lineup, I guess. Kind of looks like, maybe it's a face blindness kind of thing. Kind of maybe sort of looks a little bit like, although this guy has fuller lips than
Maniacal Toaster
what's his
said
nuts.
every new major actor is named something like Michael Johnson.
And I don't think, I mean, Anya Taylor-Joy
Ryan
definitely...
said the new one or the original? I love the original. Maniacal Toaster said, I swear they got a factory pumping them out.
I think Anya Taylor-Joy has a unique enough look for sure, but they definitely did not accentuate that in this movie. They definitely look, this looks bland. Like, I'm sure he's an attractive guy. She's obviously attractive. He's obviously has a very unique features
Riot
on her
Rain
face.
Said, LOL, I swore up and down that lady was AI generated when I saw the trailer for that.
Wait, Anya Taylor-Joy? She's been in a ton of things.
Maniacal Toaster said I'd remove the 2 people and just have the Gorge in that picture.
Like, she's pretty distinct. You could look at her and know exactly who she is. I mean, the witch, obviously. Queen's Gambit. Yeah, she was in this Furiosa movie. I think I watched this, but I can't remember if I had or not. Like The Menu, that was a great one. Glass, less said about that, the better. New Mutants, she's Ilyana Rasputin, aka oh my god, how'd I forget her name? How did I forget her name?
Rain said I don't watch anything from major studios. Haven't for years unless it's very specifically one of my interests.
I can't believe I just forgot the name of her character. I know her name, again, Ilyana Rasputin, Colossus's little sister, but I forget her, like, name. It's gonna come to me at some point, randomly. I don't watch anything from major studios, haven't listed. It's very special, one of my interests. Well, I mean, I'll watch anything, honestly, major studio or not. If it's interesting. Like, if it's interesting enough. I was interested in this one because it's, first of all, they anointed Sam Wilson as Captain America before the pandemic. And we didn't really get to see him be Captain America until 2025, 6 years later. I mean, there was Falcon and Winter Soldier, but he was still mostly Falcon in that. So I wanted to see, okay, now you finally have to put up.
CJH Entertainment Plus said Magic.
Magic, yes, that's her character's name, Magic. Thank you. That was bothering me. But yeah, this movie was all right. It was better than I thought. I was ready for this movie to be awful. I guess most people thought it sucked. 2.4. I think I rated it higher than it actually is because I was expecting it to be unwatchable. But it was perfectly watchable. It was fine. I should probably go back and rewatch it. Hard Eyes. I like this one well
CJH
enough.
Entertainment Plus said they spoiled that Cap movie.
What do you mean? Hard Eyes was fine. This is just horror movie schlock. Good for a $6 movie ticket, I guess.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said they shouldn't have shown us Red Hulk.
Oh, yeah, I agree, but Marvel's in a tough spot. They gotta get people interested in getting back into the theaters. And Companion. Yes. A movie about AI. Which I guess is kind of a spoiler. But whatever. People like this movie. I liked it. I thought it was fine. Out of all the other horror movies I've watched in 2025, it's probably... Well, is it at the bottom of the list? Do I like it more than Hard Eyes? I do. I like it more than Hard Eyes.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said I feel like had it been a word-of-mouth thing like OMG Red Hulk, that would have been made it a hit.
I like it more than The Monkey. I don't like it more than Sinners. I like it more than Final Destination. Do I like it more than Bring Her Back? I probably like Bring Her Back more than Companion, honestly. But I'm going to keep them both ranked the same. Oh, I liked anything more than that movie. Weapons, Conjuring. Okay, well, that's my 2025 list, so... If for movies, at least. I don't know. What TV shows did I watch? I did watch Welcome to Derry.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said Spider-Man No Way Home did well because they had Toby Andrew.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's true. Yeah, that's probably true. I don't know. Marvel is... I mean, that movie was just so much of like... Hey, remember this? Remember these guys? Remember Spider-Man? Remember Toby? Remember the... Oh, hey, remember... Jamie Foxx? Remember him? It's like, all right.
Vince said that movie was fun.
I remember all these guys. Can we move along with the plot? Like, oh, there's not really much of one, huh? Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna sit here reminiscing about the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man series.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said when fans go in and are like, OMG, he's in it, then people will go tell their friends.
Yeah, I know. That's a component for sure. But I think that's stunt casting. That's gimmicky. Like, I don't think, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think Superman had anything like that in it. Like, we all knew that Nathan Fillion was going to be in it. I don't think there was any, was there? Maybe there was and I just wasn't aware. But it was just a great movie. Yeah, and everybody was great in it.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said I think Deadpool and Wolverine was instantly $1 billion film when they had that bye intro.
Bradley Cooper. I didn't even know Oh, he's Jor-El. Okay, yeah. I guess maybe you can count that as one if you want, but I didn't hear a lot of people talking about Jor-El. I don't even want to get started on Deadpool and Wolverine. Was that this year? I guess so. I didn't even mark that on my... That's how little I think of that movie, that I didn't even have that marked. Oh, I did.
CJH Entertainment Plus.
Oh, this was last year.
Felt like the same old.
This was last year. Okay, 2024. Yeah, I gave it 1 star because that's exactly how I felt about this movie.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said so far eBay checked out on DC.
Oh, I'm the opposite then. I'm the total opposite. Like, this movie annoyed the fuck out of me. Which is a shame because I was really looking forward to it, but it was just so fucking schlocky. And virtually devoid of like any real plot. It was just a lot of like, it felt like watching.
Entertainment Plus asks, why did you not like Deadpool and Wolverine?
It felt like watching, and I mean this in the annoying way. It felt like watching a really long episode of like Animaniacs. And I love Animaniacs as a cartoon, of course, sure. It's great. It's a classic. I love it. But like, if one, like, because Animaniacs also chunked up a lot of its comedy into little chunks, like, oh, this is like a little 4-minute section of Yakko doing this, and then it switches to a new thing, and it's Pinky and the Brain doing this for about 3 minutes, and then it switches to like a 30-second snippet of Sally Squirrel or whatever. It's like, okay, it's wacky, it's schlocky and campy, and they're all doing their own things, but it's like digestible little chunks that switches you to one thing after another after another.
Plus said you must have hated Deadpool 1 and 2.
And this movie was was like if one of those 6-minute bits was stretched out to like a 2-hour movie. It was exhausting. It was annoying. I guess some of the cameos were cool. I mean, again, that's kind of like a stunt, but it was cool to see Blade pop back up. Wesley Snipes. It was cool to see what Channing Tatum's Gambit looked like and sounded like. I enjoyed that, but overall, this movie was just really fucking annoying to me. And I liked the first Deadpool, but the second Deadpool was kind of I could see where it was going. I could see where it was going when we got to Deadpool 2. Because they definitely ratcheted up like the wacky slapstick way more than the first Deadpool. And the X-Force thing, it was a funny gag. Kind of bummed me out because I like X-Force, but whatever. I get the joke. It was funny. But everything else was like, okay, this is kind of... I think what probably saved Deadpool 2 for me was Cable. Because I like Cable as a character and I like Josh Brolin as an actor. So I was like, okay, I'm on board with this. I can do this wherever you drop him into the fucking movie. And he worked as a straight man too to Deadpool's wackiness. Maybe it's because I've seen too much internet memeing about Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Deadpool over the years that this movie just kind of felt like a meme movie to me. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. All I know is that I didn't like it. The person that I went and saw it with
at the CJH Entertainment Plus said to me, Superman has been done to death, same with Batman, but at least Batman is just Batman.
I don't think Superman's been done to death. I mean, most people don't even really register Superman Returns.
The dude Vince said that's why I don't watch those movie YouTube channels anymore. I can enjoy movies more now.
Yeah, like I don't like you can enjoy whatever you want. Like I'm not gonna jump up anyone's ass for liking it, but if I don't like something, I'll explain why I don't like it, for sure.
The dude Vince said I meant that to CJH.
Yeah, I know, but I mean it's whatever. I don't really care what
at the CJH
people do or don't watch.
Said, but if they remake Batman yet again, I'm pretty well passing on it.
Remake Batman? What do you mean remake it? Like, that's the one thing not the one thing I liked a lot about Superman, but the thing that I really like about Superman is they didn't fuck around with like...
Batman is a 100-year-old IP, LOL.
Like,
the CJH Entertainment Plus said recast, remake, reboot.
Well, that's what I was about to get at with Superman. They didn't fuck around with origin story shit. They were just like,
Plus said just pick one.
We're just gonna drop you into this world and we're just gonna expect that you know who Superman is, what he's all about. We're gonna have this Justice Gang thing. We're just gonna trust that you're gonna follow us on this, all right? Just trust us on this one, all right? We're gonna drop you into this shit. It's already developed. Lex Luthor's already doing his stuff. There've already been some frictions or whatever. What all that was, you don't need to know. All you need to know is that it exists. Go. This is the movie now. And I like that. Because, I don't like really watching origin stories or anything like that again, but I don't think you need it. Like, I don't think you need origin stories. Same thing, the Batman was like that, where it's like, okay, he's already Batman, and of course, every Batman movie,
they don't recast until a good amount of time using one actor.
Every Batman movie has like, oh, my parents were shot in an alley and the pearls dropped to the floor, and okay, whatever, I could do without that too. I can't remember if that scene was in the Batman or not, but you don't need it. We all get it. We all get Batman.
The Dude Vince said it's hard to compare Bond to comic book stuff.
Yeah, Bond's a little different. Bond's a little different. I mean, and you could do that. You could do that too. I mean, that's what they tried to do with Superman. Christopher Reeves was Superman. And to a lot of people, Christopher Reeves is still Superman. But then they had that, what's his name, Brandon Routh or whatever?
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said unless they said they were continuing the Batman 89 universe with or without the same actor. Just keep the continuity.
Continuity's overrated.
Ryan Reigns said honestly, half the fun about the universe is finding out those parts of the story after you've been introduced to those characters.
I fully agree with you. I fully agree with that.
CJH Entertainment Plus said recast, but keep the lore.
Like, I'm okay with zero continuity, honestly. I'm okay with just give me a movie that's fucking fun. Like, if I really wanted to rip into Logan, I could. Like, from a continuity standpoint.
Entertainment Plus said like Batman Forever and Batman Robin could technically connect to 89.
Because like those X-Men movies were a mess between the original trilogy of X-Men movies and then First Class, and then how they tried to tie them together in Days of Future Past, and then you had the handoff between the old X-Men, the new X-Men with X-Men Apocalypse or whatever that movie was fucking called. And then all of that is a mess. All of that is an absolute fucking mess. And by the time Logan comes out, you don't know what the fuck's going on, because it's like, wait, is this Wolverine from the original X-Men trilogy series, or is this like...
Ari Hertga said hello.
Hello. Happy New Year's. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. But by the time you get to Logan, it's like, what am I actually looking at?
The CJH Entertainment Plus said like make Dark Knight 4, but you don't need to bring back Christian Bale, just continue that universe.
I don't even think you need to continue the universe. Why can't things just exist? Why can't something just exist? That's kind of my point with Stranger Things. Is like, you don't need continuity. The first season was great. It had a beginning, middle, and end that was really fun to watch, and cool characters and cool plot. And that was it. This is why I ended up getting way into manga over American comic books. Because American comic books just
said people are obsessed with universes now.
American comics just don't know when to end. And when I started reading manga, I would get into something and then it would just be over. And then I'd have to sit with that. I'd have to sit with, oh, this universe I got sucked into and these characters that I got really, involved with, their story's done. And then I had to ruminate on that. I had to sit there.
CGH Entertainment Plus said same with Spider-Man. They didn't need to recast Spider-Man, just do Spider-Man 4 with a new cast. The Dude Vince said I like how universes like Star Trek work.
Speaking of Star Trek,
but usually
hold on
not.
a second. Speaking of Star Trek, I completely forgot about this. Yeah, I'm totally off of the shared universe thing, continuity, all that stuff. At this point, I'm just like, give me my one-shots. Give me my one-shots.
CGH Entertainment Plus said that's another example. Star Trek just continues.
Let's see.
Ari Hertga said, how do you celebrate New Year in America?
Getting drunk. Well, that's how I celebrate.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said they don't need to reboot it every time they recast Kirk. The Dude Vince said there's hardly any crossover in Star Trek, CJH. Ryak Rain said many man fireworks.
Fireworks too. Fireworks and drinking. What about Ari? What about you? How do you celebrate wherever you're from? You don't have to share where you're from, but you can if you would like. I'm curious about where you're watching from and how you celebrate New Year's.
At KiteF7G said over-explaining is an issue too. I like when works leave room for interpretation.
Yo, what's up, Kite? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Happy New Year. I agree with that. Over-explaining. It's exposition.
At the CJH Entertainment
Exposition
Plus,
dumps.
audience are smart enough to know it's the same timeline even if the main character is recast.
Why does GOG always do this for me? I could never just launch GOG. It always crashes like immediately. Where is my... What? Where did all this come
At
from?
the CJH Entertainment Plus said, does Robert Downey Jr.
Lust
have to be Iron
theory.
Man for 3 decades?
Leap of what? Where
Just
the fuck did the
continue
fucking...
MCU with or without Robert Downey?
I don't recall getting these
At the
fucking
CJH
games.
Entertainment Plus said LOL.
No, I got Star Trek Elite Force.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said well.
I mean-
Brain said just Mo 13 browse oh ho ho ho.
I'll play them. I'll play them off
At the
stream.
CJH Entertainment
Sure.
Plus said su.
I also got Gun. Fuck yeah. But I was popping this open to show that I got this one. I had never even heard of this game. I don't know if I have the space
At the
to...
CJH Entertainment Plus said off stream LOL.
That's not new. Like, that tennis game. I downloaded some weird hentai tennis game on Steam. And because I wanted to play... it looked like it played like
Vince
virtual
said Elite
tennis.
Force 1 and 2 are super popular from back in the day.
I'd never heard of this before, Vince. I saw the
Eric
video.
Murtaugh said we don't. It's not even New Year for us because we use the Islamic calendar, but when it is we don't.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess no happy New Year's then. Happy whatever
At the
day it
CJH
might be.
Entertainment Plus said somehow this corn got on my PC.
Well, it's not installed.
At KiteF7G said Happy New Year's too.
In fairness to me,
Got
it's
back from having breakfast.
it's
though.
not installed. The only
Theo parked a few inches from my car door, so had to hop through the passenger side to get an LOL.
Oh, that sucks. I hate when that happens. The only GOG game I ever played was Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Like, I legitimately...
Ryak Rain said just another day. I feel that.
I wonder how much... I don't know if I have the hard drive space. I want to play this, though. What? It's this small? Dude, what year did this game come out in? I feel like this is from an era when developers actually cared about optimizing their games. So September 2000. God damn, all right. Let's go. Oh, boy.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said that's my biggest problem with these movies though. For example, Godzilla does it right. Same universe continues. No reboots besides Hollywood versions. Ari Hertfga said it's 12 Rajab 1447 AH.
12
And
Rajab
Gabriel
1447
2636 said
AH.
Happy New Year there, Nerdcast. What state are you in? Missouri here.
Yo, what's up, M. Gabriel? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Happy New Year. I'm in Texas. I'm in good old Texas. That's interesting, Ari, but that's completely new to me. I don't know anything about Islamic calendars. What part of the world are you in? Is it all, I guess, since you're on a different calendar, I guess, maybe. Silly for me to ask if it's already the new year for you, but from my Westoid brain, I still think of it as every part of the world adheres to the Western calendar.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said
Except for Chinese
Spider-Man
New Year.
doesn't need to go back to high school every reboot. Just continue the story. When comics happened, they just continued on.
Yeah, that's why a lot of comics suck, honestly. That's why a lot of comics suck. It's too much. It's too much lore. It's too much, like, between the time that
fucking... I am from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay, cool. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, from the time that Batman was created in like the 1930s to now, all of that is continuous. All of that counts. All of that registers. Like, is he an immortal? Is Batman immortal? Like, he's got so much overdeveloped plot around him that you have to pick and choose what you want to admit into your headcanon and not.
CJH Entertainment Plus said Star Wars doesn't need to be remade or reboot.
Honestly, I wouldn't care if they did that either, to be perfectly real with you. I mean, here's the thing. They did a remake of The Running Man. I ended up liking it a lot. It was a great movie. What does it mean for the original Running Man? Nothing at all. I could go back and watch that one too. So, like, if it's done well, it's not going to really matter.
2026, the year will turn 1448 AH. The Dude Vince said, and it was true to the book.
Oh, June 2026.
The Dude Vince said Stephen King hated the Arnold movie.
Okay. My birthday's in June, so that aligns. I'll have more reason to celebrate. Stephen King hated the Arnold movie? Yeah, I know. I mean, Stephen King hates a lot of his movies.
Said it's different when it's based off a book, I guess.
Stephen King hates a lot of his movie adaptations.
Stephen King can kick rocks. Arnie made an goat movie.
Yeah, I mean, I understand if you're an author, you have a connection to a piece of work that you wrote and somebody interpreted in a way that you don't think honors the spirit.
Entertainment Plus said he hated The Shining too.
Yeah, well, The Shining was fucking great.
The Dude Vince said it was a good 80s movie, but it didn't have the message the book did. The new adaptation did.
Yeah.
Ari Hertga said our year is 354 or 355 days, so the month of the new year will be a different date each year on your calendar.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said, and the Shining remake he liked sucked. At
354 or 355 days a year
is when they do try something different with a new writer/artist rather than the same pool. The older fan base get too worked up about it. At the CJH Entertainment Plus said the It remake was great.
You know what's interesting about that,
Kite?
Kite?
RHYZLUL, he should have read the contract better.
What's interesting about that, Kite, is you're right. And I've actually exhibited that myself. There are plenty of times.
Hertga said it's a lunar calendar. Each lunar cycle is 1 month.
Isn't the Chinese calendar lunar? But whenever there's like a new run of X-Men, I'm that way. Although the current, I don't know how current it is, but
the CJH Entertainment
I think it's the most
said,
current run.
October 1582 on your phone's calendar. It's missing days.
Oh, that's random factoid. But yeah, I didn't like Jeff Hickman's run of X-Men. I thought it was awful, and I didn't read it. I tried to read it, but once I realized, oh, I don't like this at all, I just stopped. But I came back to it when it was a different, and you could do that. Like with the comic, writers, creators, artists change, and maybe one set of writers and illustrators hits you different than another set.
Ari Hertga said the Chinese calendar uses the moon for the months but the sun to keep the years aligned with the seasons. Ryak Rain said LOL, didn't the Pope force the calendar to reset when they made everyone swap to the new calendar? At the CJH Entertainment Plus said the It book is SUS. And Gabriel2636 said, you know, the ending footage of Blade Runner is actually from the Shining opening and used footage.
Wait, what? Really? You got some calendar heads in here. I was not up to date on my calendar lore. The Pope forced the calendar to reset when they made everyone swap to the new calendar.
Ari Hertga said with us the seasons have nothing to do with the months.
Yeah, my Western brain can't comprehend that.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said welcome to
So,
is connected to it.
What seasons are there
At the CJH
in the Islamic
Entertainment
calendar?
Plus said I mean shining, sorry. At the
Oh,
CJH
yeah.
Entertainment Plus said obviously it's connected to it.
Yeah, of course, because the fucking old man from The Shining is a key character in Welcome to Derry. And he's great in it too. The actor that plays him is great. But a lot of that stuff is like, I started watching Castle Rock.
Ryak Rains asks, do the seasons move across the year over time?
And Castle Rock is in that same universe. Shawshank.
Ari Hertga said there are 4 seasons. Seasons just have nothing to do with the calendar. 1 year summer will be in 1 month, and the next it will be in another.
Oh, that's wild. That is wild. My brain associates summer with a very specific set of months. Because that's also when school let out. It's summer vacation.
Said for us it's summer equals heat. Ari Hertga said the months are based on the moon. The new month starts when the moon goes from black to visible. The full moon is in the middle of the month.
Oh, interesting.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said Planet of the Apes remake was good, but I worry as it gets closer to the original timeline-wise.
DJH, I think my advice to you would be to not be too worried about stuff like that. Be more concerned about if the movie is just entertaining or not. I feel like the desire to create these sprawling, interconnected universes has kind of diminished what the point of a movie is supposed to be.
Ari Hertga said for us it does too. It's just that the days of the months don't say anything about if it's summer. Ari Hertga said months of the year.
So then you'll never have a
Ryak Rain
season.
That's cool. I like the idea of tying everyday life to celestial bodies in a very real and tangible way.
You'll never have like a summer season that exists in a period of time where the weather is colder. I don't know. I guess that's kind of how it is in the southern hemisphere, right? Like winter in Australia is hot, from what I hear. Never been there.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said I know, but the prequels of 8 movies made sense with the virus and whatnot, but once you start throwing the astronaut plot in, it throws everything off, and that's where it's heading.
Well, I haven't watched any of those Ape movies, so I don't know if I can speak to that, but I think when I was a kid, the original Planet of the Apes, I think I tried watching that. I was real young, though, and I thought it was boring. And I think because I thought those movies were boring as a kid, I never paid attention to the new ones.
Ari Hertga said summer is hot and winter is cold. It's just that summer is a different month each year. It's like the weather. The days don't tell you if it will rain or not. Neither will the months tell you the season.
Fair enough, okay.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said the remakes are really weird in a post-COVID world.
A lot of those movies where it's like, those older movies where it's like, a calamity occurred and society collapsed and people are roaming the earth just trying to figure out how to keep alive. A lot of that hits a little different after the COVID years. Because now we know how people would react. Like pandemic, virus, whatever, government lockdown. People still just want to go to work. They want to go to work and then go home.
Entertainment Plus said apparently they introduced the virus plot because they knew the military would have easily taken out the apes. The virus makes it make sense that the military would be distracted. Ari Hertga said if you are closer to the equator the seasons don't matter that much. It is more useful to use the moon so that if you look up you can roughly tell where in the season you are.
That makes sense.
Said where in the month.
I guess if you're up in like Sweden,
said true.
If you're up in Sweden where they have like, 14-hour nights or whatever, something crazy like that, then maybe looking up at the moon to determine your place in the calendar isn't quite as helpful.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said in the originals the origin of the apes is a little different.
Oh man. It's 10:39 here, and in a little while I am gonna go leave so I can celebrate the new year with a few friends of mine. I don't know. I downloaded this now. I kind of want to try this. Maybe I'll save this for the next stream. I'll save Star Trek Voyager Elite Force for the next stream. But like, I never knew there was like a first-person shooter. What the fuck? Yeah.
This pack has a universal power collector.
I never knew there was like a first-person shooter Star Trek game.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said Lord of the Rings is another I don't want remade, but I know it's coming eventually.
I mean, there are a lot of people that kind of felt that way about Rings of Power, where they were like, why are they doing this? It's never going to live up to the Peter Jackson movies.
And Gabriel 2636 said NGHT all. HNY.
Hey, Happy New Year to you, Gabe. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. But I liked Rings of Power. I understood where people were coming from, but
Ari Hertga said if I see the moon is full I know it's the 15th day of the month. If I can see the right half I know it's the 7th day. If I can see the left half I know it's the 22th day.
22th, really? You don't know how to say the... Well, I guess it's 20... I guess in 22nd. Is that ND? Wow, my brain is
At the CJH
falling
Entertainment
flat.
Plus said Harry Potter has the easy thing of just remake Half-Blood Prince and Goblet of Fire, and they did good. Because those are the two bad movies.
I never watched those Harry Potter movies either. There are a lot of movies that I just completely skipped. Planet of the Apes, Harry Potter. Like, if it doesn't speak to me, it doesn't speak to me.
The Dude Vince asks the OG Planet of the Apes. Ari Hertga said 22nd.
Oh, upcoming movies. The Odyssey. I want to watch The Odyssey. I will obviously be watching Dune. And Avengers Doomsday. What is the drama? Zendaya and Robert Pattinson?
Entertainment Plus said I never watched Godfather trilogy, and people scratch their head.
Batman's moving in on Spider-Man's woman.
CJH Entertainment Plus said Vince the remakes.
A happily engaged couple is put to the test when an unexpected turn sends their wedding week off the rails. Yeah, that unexpected turn is fucking Peter Parker showing up. Wuthering Heights, what the fuck? Bright, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Hail Mary. This is really coming out?
Vince said the Planet of the Apes remakes were great too.
Project Hail Mary. Science teacher Ryland Grace wakes up on a spaceship light years from home with no recollection of who he is or how he got there.
Vince said this movie looks great.
As his memory returns, he begins to uncover his mission. Solve the riddle of the mysterious substance causing the sun to die out. He must call on his scientific knowledge and unorthodox ideas to save everything on Earth from extinction. This kind of sounds like a Hitchhiker's Guide sort of thing. Oh yeah, yeah. I was told
said Ryan Gosling Astronaut Movie 3.
that there was a new Hunger
The
Games
Dude Vent
coming
said
out
You should watch the trailer.
for Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary. I'll check it out.
The Dude Vent said yes.
Didn't
Ryan
realize this
Crane
was
said,
coming up.
When or one we so desperate for a solution that we just club a HS teacher over the head and throw him into a rocket.
Another one of these ones? Pass on that. Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. Scream 7, Werewolf. They're making a Devil Wears Prada 2? They really are running out of ideas. Well, Toy Story 5. They can't let that series die. Oh, we got our next biopic. I forgot about this one. This is Michael Jackson's
At the
cousin
CGH
or his
Entertainment
nephew?
Plus said Ryan Gosling was First Man, and then he's in this. And
Yeah.
He's also in Star Wars now.
Jafar Jackson. I think this is
The Dude Vent said
Tita.
Prada
Is it
2 gonna be
Jermaine?
fake, dude.
Jermaine's son is playing Michael Jackson? I'll watch that. One of these rolls out every year. You have
The
the
Dude Vent
Bob
said
Dylan
Star
one.
Wars Starfighter with Ryan Gosling gonna be great.
the one that Hugh Jackman was in. There's going to be a music biopic every year now. I forgot about this too. I think they released a teaser or a trailer. I just did not watch it. I lost my taste after that fucking season 3. Send help.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said Toy Story can easily save the franchise by having an adult Andy try and find all his toys for his own kids cause Bonnie is a little bee.
I don't think Toy Story needs to be saved as a franchise. Return to Silent Hill. Okay. Clayface? Is this an animated movie? I'm guessing this is an animated movie. Super Mario
At the
Galaxy
CJH
movie.
Entertainment Plus said Bonnie threw out all his toys he gave her.
I never watched the first Super Mario movie. Uh-oh. Resident Evil? Uh-oh. Hey, here you go, CJH. Described as a reboot that won't retell a story from the game series,
Vent said you
but
need to
will
watch
return
Sonic.
from the franchise's suspense horror roots and be more faithful to the spirit of the early games. Oh man. So it's not going to be some crazy ass 90s style action movie. You're gonna get somebody meandering throughout a mansion going, I can't open this door.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said Resident Evil how can we mess it up yet again? Raya Crane
Wait.
said if it ain't got John Leguizamo,
Don't
it
open
ain't
that
Super
door.
Mario in my book.
Thank you. I almost became a Jill Soup. Or whatever she said. People we meet on vacations. Mortal Kombat 2. I wasn't a big fan of that first one. Terrifier 4. Just let that fucking thing go to rest too. Oh, we're
Titus
finally gonna
7G
get...
said I've been curious about the supposed Gundam movie.
What Gundam movie? We're finally gonna get Coyote versus Acme after all the fucking controversy.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said Fallout series isn't realistic enough. There isn't a scene of losing lockpicks.
Return to Silent Hill. I never watched the first Silent Hill movie.
The Dude Vince said I loved that movie as a kid, but it's utter shite.
Scary Movie 6. Oakham. The Social Reckoning. This is the sequel to The Social Network, right? Yeah, young Facebook engineer enlists the help of
Ryak
David
Rain
Hardy's
said
Wall
it
Street
put
reporter to go on a
controversy
dangerous journey
there
that
could be
ends up
about
blowing a
that,
list on
but I
social
might go
networks from
see
Scarlet
that Coyote
Secrets.
movie.
Yeah, I never watched The Social Network. Classic movies that I've never watched. I never watched The Social Network, so, and I don't feel we get enough tech bro shit in our day-to-day news.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said they recast Mark Zuckerberg. I have zero interest.
Evil Dead Burn? There's another Evil
The Dude
Dead?
Vince said it's because WB originally wrote it off. At the CJH Entertainment Plus said they are what made that first movie.
Another Jumanji,
Ryak
Jumanji
Rain
3.
said fair. But it's the utter shite my heart longs for, LOL.
I did watch, I don't know if it was a trailer or a clip or something. I saw some footage from this one that looked interesting. It looked interesting. It looked better. I guess it looked better than the Jean-Claude Van Damme one. In 1993, a strange Street Fighters Ryu and Kid Masters are thrown back into combat. So this is this set in 1993 then? When the mysterious Chun-Li recruits them for their next World Warrior tournament. I mean, this sounds like the plot to the first
said,
one.
If you want to tell the seasons from the moon, you can just look at how low or high it is. If it's high, it's summer. If it's low, it's winter.
You know, that's good information. If I'm ever setting sail towards the middle of the
Dude
equator,
said
I'll
that's
know.
Basically, the plot of the game.
This battle royale Terry Forces.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said they do need to get over the 80s. Gen Z is apparently saving the cinema, but they never grew up in the 80s or 90s.
The Dog Stars.
Ari Herfga said that works everywhere, in America too. The
We-
Dude Vince said 80s is millennial. The Dude Vince said not Gen Z, thank you.
We aren't that close to the equator, I don't think. I mean, the southernmost is the tip of Texas, and I think that's still a pretty decent ways from the equator.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said millennial is 90s. I refuse to
What?
be called Gen Z.
Masters of the Universe. Is this an animated movie, or is this trying to remake the Dolph Lundgren movie? Almost 2 decades after crashing down to Earth, Prince Adam is whisked back across the space to defend his home planet of Eternia against the evil forces of Skeletor. But to defeat such a powerful villain, Prince Adam will need to uncover the mysteries of the universe. So, almost 2 decades after crashing to Earth. So is this a sequel? I don't see Dolph Lundgren's
The Dude
name
Vince
on here
said,
anywhere.
What year were you born, CJH? Because I'm 1984,
Goat
and
man.
not Gen Z.
This is
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said
The
80s
Mountain.
is Gen X.
this is the mountain from Game of Thrones is in
Herfga
this.
said you don't need to be close to the equator. All of these methods work anywhere. It's just that near the equator the moon is used more because seasons don't matter much.
Fair point. And I'll keep that in mind in general. Jake Gyllenhaal, I tend to enjoy his movies. Okay, it looks like there
At
is.
The CJH Entertainment Plus said I was born 1995. I probably didn't have a comma in my comments, so it sounded like I said you were Gen Z.
What the fuck? Trey Parker, Matt Stone, Kendrick Lamar comedy? Kendrick Lamar? A young black man interning as a slave reenactor.
Ryak Rain said hell of a name for a movie, LUL. At the
Excuse
CJH
me?
Entertainment Plus asks so South Park?
Slave reenactor? At a living history museum, discovers that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his. Okay. Okay, you know what? Kendrick Lamar gained a lot of social credit blasting blasting Drake and I guess winning Grammys in the process.
The CJH Entertainment Plus said, or is this a Team America sequel?
He's gonna burn some of that social credit on this one.
That sound like some Donald Glover shit.
It does sound like it does sound like some Donald Glover shit. That's funny. That's a funny way of putting it. This does sound like some Donald Glover shit. God damn. All right, Kendrick. All right, I'll wait for a trailer, I suppose. God damn, slave reenactor, Fokker-in-law. Is this that Ben? Oh my God, they're really gonna do another one of these? Jesus Christ. Desperate. They're just desperate.
The dude Vince said I like these.
The Fokker movies? Meet the Parents, Meet the Fokkers, Little Fokkers? Hey, if you like them, you like them, right?
The dude Vince said we definitely have different taste in movies.
Lee Cronin's The Mummy. The fuck? Is the Universal Dark Universe coming back? Oh, Madden. I wanted to watch a trailer for... I wish I could watch trailers on this stream. I mean, I guess if I just streamed on Twitch by itself, I could, but if I try to watch a trailer on YouTube, it'll can my fucking channel, my stream. So I can't. I want to watch a trailer for this. Why on earth did they cast Nicolas Cage to be John Madden?
The dude Vince said it really depends on the company that makes the trailers.
Well, I'm pretty sure whatever company made this one.
Entertainment Plus said, yeah, Vince, I was born 1995. My grammar sucks, so probably sounded like I said people in 80s were that.
Yeah, you're Gen
said,
Z.
Isn't this a gam? Ari Hertgoss said game.
Oh yeah, Madden for sure. I mean, John Madden was a person. He was a coach for the Raiders, won a Super Bowl with them. Legendary coach who then ended up becoming a very legendary sports commentator for football for the NFL.
They're both dead on the inside. It works. I know nothing the man.
But yeah, the series of games are named after John Madden. After the legendary fiery coach exits from the NFL, John Madden teams with Electronic Arts to become the unlikely co-creator of a pioneering video game franchise. I mean, there was a career in broadcasting in between those steps.
Plus said, I consider myself tail end of millennial. 1996 is Gen Z.
Oh, Shane Gillis is in it. Interesting. I do like Catherine Hahn and Christian Bale.
Not his football career, LUL. The dude Vince said none of it matters. It's all made up. CJH. Ryak Reigns said that.
I have a feeling that they will obviously touch on his football career.
The dude Vince said it will have elements of both.
It is kind of silly that the focus is on them creating the game.
Plus said LOL.
I'm gonna try to watch this trailer. Hold on a second.
Entertainment Plus said true.
I'm gonna see if I can watch this trailer without getting clapped.
The dude Vince said, to be honest, the general public would have forgotten about John Madden without the game.
Yes, I don't disagree with that. There are a lot of legendary coaches that only diehard football fans know of. If I had my way, I'd be announcing the release of the next Xbox and PS5 football franchise Marty Schottenheimer 2026. Schottenheimer or what? Marty Ball 2026. Every play in your playbook is just running up the middle. Get ready, Madden. Your competition is here. Marty Schottenheimer 20. Marty Schottenheimer 20. Not even Brian Schottenheimer, not even his son, who is currently the coach of the Cowboys. No. We're going Marty Schottenheimer.
There's only one John Madden. They didn't make another one. He is one of a kind. Football wouldn't be football without him.
I have no idea where we are, who we are, where we're coming from, or who we're throwing to.
Very interesting.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it, but I don't know about this one. I love it. Oh man, you know what? I need to jettison. I need to vacate the premises so I can meet up with my friends and ring in the new year. So I think I'm gonna have to call it for tonight.
The Dude Vince said Madden was the worst announcer ever since the same shit. Ryan Crane said gonna be top of the charts. Right next to Kendrick's comedy Lunar 1 Week.
Yeah, I mean, look. I'm probably gonna end up watching, unless the trailer is too cringe. Like that one movie. What was that movie? It was like
every year is closer to the inevitable.
There was some movie that was like the Society for Magical Black People or some shit like that. I can't remember what it was called, but I tried watching it, and it was just like, it was just super fucking cringe. I just could not sit through more than like 5 minutes of it. What was that?
Ryak Rain said Magical Negroes.
Yeah, the Society of, oh my god, the American Society of Magical Negroes. Lord almighty. I could not watch more than like 5 or 6 minutes of this. It was incredibly cringe.
Alan Greer made a choice with that one.
Yeah, he did. Oh, it's nice to see everybody else thought the same thing about it as I did. I just can't help but shake that Kendrick shit has vibes like this, which, accurately put, this is some Donald Glover shit. This feels like Donald Glover shit.
The Dude Vince said white people can't even say the name without getting looks.
Yeah. It's a choice to put that as the title for your fucking movie too. But hey, you know what? That's the majesty and art of filmmaking, isn't it?
The Dude Vince said it's like ordering a Modelo Negra. Ryak Rain said LOL.
That's why, like, and I've joked about this with friends, like, if I was a bartender, I would always give people shit for saying it. I'd be like, what did you just say? What did you just say? You want a Modelo what? Just for the fun of it. Considering that I'm like 6'5" and pretty stoutly built, I could be intimidating if I want to. You want a Modelo what now? Say it again. Say it. What was that clip? It was from a show with oh
Ryak
fuck, I
Rain
can't
said
remember.
good way to stack them tips.
Yo, what the fuck? How did this get? Oh, those fucking cats. I don't even know where the fuck this came from. Little bitches just chewing everything up. All right, that's it for me tonight. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate
At the
it.
CJH Entertainment Plus said either that or the BJ drink, LOL. The Dude Vince said night all.
I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Great ringing in the new year for those who are ringing it in. I guess
Riot
for
Brain said thanks for streaming.
Ari, I
Happy
guess
New
it's just
Year.
another day for you. So
Be safe, everyone.
hope you have a great day in Saudi Arabia. Hope it's not too hot.
At the CJH Entertainment Plus said it's 2026 now.
Not for me, but I'm gonna go and ring it in style.
At the
So
CJH Entertainment Plus said in Canada.
take it easy, everyone.